5 Greediest Billionaires in History. 1. Hetty Green was dubbed the Witch of Wall Street. Green was worth around $1 billion in today's money. She made her fortune on equity and commodities trading. Green's miserliness was notorious. She never rented an office, preferring to sit on the floor. She once returned a 10-cent broom when its bristles wore out. She tried to fix her son's broken leg herself. Disguised as a pauper, she tried to get him into a free clinic. The leg became infected and had to be amputated. Green slept with a chain of bank keys tied to her waist. She kept a gun under the pillow. Green died of apoplexy after arguing with a maid. 2. J. Paul Getty refused to pay his grandson's ransom. J. Paul Getty was the world's richest man in his lifetime. He turned his dad's oil business into a multi-billion enterprise. Yet he installed a payphone in his mansion for his guests. In 1973, his grandson was kidnapped in Italy. The kidnappers demanded a ransom of $17 million. Getty replied,
"I have 14 grandchildren, and if I pay a penny of ransom, I'll have 14 kidnapped grandchildren."
The 16-year-old boy was held hostage for 3 months. When the kidnappers sliced off his ear, Getty finally agreed to pay $3 million. That was the highest amount that would be tax deductible. He loaned the rest to his son, the boy's father. It had to be paid back with 4% interest. 3. Warren Buffett still lives in the house he bought in 1958. Buffett is worth a whopping $119.5 billion. But he still lives in the house he bought for $31,500. He has breakfast at McDonald's. Occasionally, he'll splurge on a $3.89 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Buffett always buys reduced-price cars. With hail damage, for example, his favorite pastime is playing bridge. He wears a cheap Chinese suit and had a Nokia flip phone into the 2010s.
"My goal is not to make people envious,"
he says. The billionaire has pledged to give all his fortune away. He's not leaving it to his offspring. 4. Ingvar Kamprad always flew economy class. The IKEA founder was worth $58 billion when he died. Yet he bought his clothes at a flea market. He drove a 1993 Volvo 240 for 20 years. When dining out, Kamprad pocketed salt and pepper sachets. He reused tea bags. He bought produce at half price right before closing time. Kamprad bought Christmas wrapping paper at post-Christmas sales. His tiny Swiss home was completely furnished by IKEA products. He assembled them himself. Kamprad told his employees to use both sides of paper. He made them turn out the light every time they left the room. Kamprad would get his hair cut in developing countries to save money. Yet the billionaire left his native Sweden for tax reasons. He only returned after 40 years in Switzerland. 5. Aristotle Onassis couldn't afford Jacqueline Kennedy. Onassis controlled the world's largest private shipping fleet. It was worth $500 million when he died in 1975. That's around $3 billion in today's money. The Greek tycoon famously married Jackie Kennedy in 1968, but she was used to living large while he was stingy. Onassis was appalled at Jackie's spending habits. He set up a monthly $30,000 stipend for her. Jackie would buy an outfit, wear it once, and then resell it. Onassis himself refused to wear a coat when he went out. He didn't want to pay cloakroom charges. He once dug through the garbage bin on his yacht. Onassis retrieved some old spaghetti from the garbage. He got mad and demanded to know why it had been wasted.